Alright, ooh. Alright. Hey YouTube. It's me, Phobima, and as you can see, I have returned to YouTube. Now, you may be wondering where I've been for the past year, and long story short, my life's been one big, like, mess. I guess I could say it's been one big mess. It really has. Um, for starters, I freaking, I didn't have time to make YouTube videos because, there's always something that has to be done in your life. You can't just spend all your time on YouTube alone. I mean, there's other shit you gotta do. So sorry I had to step away. But as I was saying, it's just my life's been a mess as of late because I've just been busy bouncing off the damn walls. There's always something I had to have been doing at that specific moment. So I apologize for my irresponsible upload schedule, but I assure you that from here on out, I will try to bring y'all more content. And when I upload said content, I can't be so sure, but all I know is that I will be uploading more content. Now, with my little apology out of the way, it's time to address the title of the video. As you know, for a while back, if you don't know, I made a video that I deleted where I basically said I was going to stop making I Hate Dogs videos because it was just flooding my life with negativity. There's no point in talking about a YouTuber who's not going to change, right? Well, even though I said I was stepping away, I did keep tabs on his channel, which I'm surprised it's still up considering the content he makes. But basically, there's nothing really new on there really. It's just the same shit. So let's get that out of the way. For the past 5, 6, 7 years he's been on YouTube, maybe longer, I didn't check and I don't feel like checking. He's been sprouting the same bullshit from his mouth like the entire time he's had his channel. It's never changed. He's never presented any new points. It's just been the same shit over and over again. And quite frankly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's irritating. It's like at least if you're gonna talk shit about dogs and dog owners or anybody who owns dogs, anybody who doesn't want to put puppies in wood chippers. Yes, there are people out there who have literally said that they want to put puppies through wood chippers. But like anybody, it's like, what the fuck did I say? Oh my god. I'm sorry, my freaking short-term memory is cat shit. I don't know why. But no. It's like, oh, come on. Fucking think. Okay, let me just start over. So basically, if you don't know, he's been spewing the same shit from his mouth for the past 7 years or more. Let's just say 7+ years. And it's just been an unending vicious cycle of bullshit. And basically, the way he works is that if you support dogs in any way, shape, or form, even if you own them, if you spend your time at shelters helping injured dogs, cats, or anything between, if you do anything like that, you're considered a villain. Because you're helping child killers, because, that's what dogs were put on the earth for, to kill children. That's how they were designed, according to I Hate Dogs, who, might I add, presents no genuine proof that dogs were designed to kill specifically children. He just pulls a bunch of fucking articles about from the internet about children being mauled either to death or to severe disfigurement by family dogs or even just stray or other strangers' dogs. And I'll say for one that just because something like that happens doesn't mean that dogs were specifically bred to be violent towards children. I mean, that's a pretty bold and specific claim to make without any proof or any hard evidence, because he's presented no argument that just downright admits, well, guess what, everybody, dogs were bred and designed and domesticated for thousands of years specifically to destroy the children population or the infant population. Like I've searched a large portion of the internet, and I've never found a single article that said that dogs were specifically designed to kill kids. But no. The worst part is this dude still tries to act like he's all high and mighty, and his videos have gotten even shittier through the years. It's gotten to the point where I remember the old I Hate Dogs. He would have encouraged his fans to tear anybody who disagreed with him to shreds. And his little obedient lapdogs, who basically looked up to I Hate Dogs as some sort of a deity in a way. Like I remember this one dude who literally said that he had a tattoo of I Hate Dogs, iconic phrase, something about let's raise word against these dogs and their deluded owners, or something along those lines. And he said he fucking tattooed it, and that when he these people are psychotic. But then they want to sit and they want to go and they want to say that like people who like dogs, people who own dogs are psychotic. Dude, you literally claimed to tattoo the words of another person on your arms. Like I Hate Dogs isn't even a celebrity. Like it's not like he's like Will Smith or Eddie Murphy. No, this dude is some random freaking loser who makes a bunch of shitty fucking PowerPoints, and you're tattooing his fucking and you're tattooing shit he said into your arm. Like that's pretty fucking devoted, if you ask me. Like these people are retarded. They practically worship this man. They practically bow down to him and kiss his ball sack. It's fucking hilarious, really, because then when like sensible people, even if the people that are sensible don't agree with the argument, they go in and they're like, they go in and they're like, first off, my dog has never bit a child. In fact, my dog's never bitten anyone. They present their arguments that all those cases, they were freak accidents. They weren't intended to happen. That dog did not have intentions on attacking that child. And the fan base, who think that they're these hyper geniuses, they go and they're like, oh no, that dog fully intended on mauling that child. They premeditated it. They had it on their consciousness for weeks, and they were just waiting for the right moment to pounce. They treat dogs like they're every plot twist villain in every Disney movie. Like they treat them like, oh, they act all nice for a long time, and then they finally show their true colors because of some event that goes down. And then from there, the protagonist's, or in this case, dog owner's life is completely ruined for all of eternity because that one secret was revealed. But just to be realistic, the cases where children are attacked by dogs, 9 out of 10 of them, the child was doing something to provoke the animal, such as pulling their tail, maybe biting them, hitting them a lot. And I mean, because every video I Hate Dogs makes, he brings up the attacks one way or another, whether it be, oh, it's unprovoked. It's just the way he talks. I'm very sorry. Unprovoked. This attack was unprovoked. This, that. These what the... This is so funny. And it's fucking hilarious. Because this dude, he thinks he literally has the knowledge and the evidence and the scientific backings to refute knowledge and findings and observations collected by multiple scientists over decades. Like like trained people who went to college, people who got their degrees in biology and studied dogs, studied dog psychologies. They experimented, they did all this, and then this dumbass thinks that he can come in and put together a shitty PowerPoint that could probably take me like 15 minutes to put together, and he thinks he can sit here and be like, oh no, they're wrong, I'm right. And his only argument that they're wrong is they're brainwashed. Yeah, this dude will literally say that a scientist who studies dogs isn't right because they're brainwashed. He says that any movie for kids that is centered around a positive relationship between a human and a dog is meant to brainwash children into believing that dogs are safe. I mean, dude, dogs have been around way longer than your silly ass or any of your silly ass fan base. So before you go sitting around throwing shade at dogs, I'm pretty sure dogs as a whole have contributed more to the development of human society than you or any of your fan base ever have or ever will. And that's the real reason IHD and his fan base are mad, because they'll never be half as but not like I was saying, this dude literally thinks he can refute scientists. And him and his fan base, they're just mad because dogs have contributed more to the development of society than he ever will. When cars weren't a mainstream commodity, when cars weren't something any poor bastard can get with financing, when cars were something that rich people could afford, people were using dogs to get around, sled dogs. In the icy fucking tundras, where it would take you like a week to get to your fucking neighbor's house, people were using dogs and sleds to get around. Dogs aren't useless. And the concept of dogs being kept as pets, and this is something he probably doesn't even know, is fairly new. Like, probably not even a century old. Because, to be able to afford to take care of a dog, but that dog has no real use beyond being your companion. Literally, that's a commodity. That was considered a luxury. So, actually, a lot of dogs were kept for work. Because, a large majority of people back then were not so wealthy. And even now, a large majority of people aren't in the upper class, spectrum. But that's fine. It's just that because of certain circumstances, it has become easier to afford to keep a dog simply as a pet. So with the development of industrial machineries and such, and automatic sleds and whatnot, it just rendered those important jobs obsolete. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm solidifying I Hate Dogs' claim that dogs are useless mutants that need to be wiped off the earth, because dogs still have plenty of other uses that are very, very, very valuable to human beings. For example, support. Emotional support animals. You see them all the time. And the one argument I cannot fucking stand that I Hate Dogs and his fan base makes is, why can't they just get an emotional support human? That is called a therapist, and they cost a lot more money than it takes to take care of a dog. Plus, humans are nasty, they're backstabbers. Most of the time, most therapists only give a shit about the pay. They only care about money. They only care about what's in it for them. And then you see all those memes where it's like, oh yeah, card declines therapist, and insert hurtful words here. And I know it's a meme, but it's a meme centered around a genuine problem. That people only care about money, and once they realize that they're not going to get a monetary reward, any shits they gave before will be completely gone. But of course, I'm not saying that therapists and psychologists don't deserve to be paid. I'm just saying that a large majority of them are only in it for a monetary reward. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, my therapist. You think a therapist is just going to downright tell you, oh, yeah, hey, by the way, I'm doing this, I only care about money, I don't really give a shit about you. But no, long story short, I'm getting off topic, but no, like, these people, they're so sick. Like, they literally, like, this dude literally talked shit about a woman who survived a dog attack because she didn't hate dogs afterwards. Like, she was like, you know what? It is what it is. Things happen, you know. Just because that one dog attacked me doesn't mean every dog is just like it. And, you know, like, again, of course, she understands that dogs are animals. They're not going to function on the same level as humans. And she or a lot of other, like, dog owners or dog enthusiasts do not expect dogs to function on the same level as human beings. I Hate Dogs fan base does, though. But then at the same time, they will shame people for comparing dogs to animals or human children. But then at the same time frame, they'll act as if a dog should understand what it's doing. And should understand that things like biting kids and biting people in general or barking at 3 a.m. is wrong. But then they'll proceed to shame anybody who dares to give a dog a human conscience or compare a dog to a human. Now, personally, I'll say for one that I don't believe that dogs are equal to humans. They are less intelligent than us for a reason. We're meant to utilize them. But I will say that that means that this is why people need to have more control over their dogs. Because, like, the dog's not going to understand, oh, I can't go over there. Oh, those people don't want me over there. And that's why it should definitely be up to the owners to make sure that their dog steers clear and, you know, respects people's boundaries. Which brings me on to a point. So, I was at the lake. This is completely irrelevant. I just wanted to bring this up. I was at a lake with my mom, and we had just set up our picnicking area, and these two big poodles come in and they start sniffing out our camp. They start, you know, rummaging through our food, which is, you know, dogs are not clean animals, and I'm not going to pretend like they are, even if some, you know, weird person or weird study wants to say so. Dogs are animals, and they're if a human is considered dirty, then it's 100% that a dog is considered dirty too. And I mean, don't be offended by it. It's just the truth, honestly. And I mean, even if you find it offensive, it's just what it is. You know, humans can be dirty, and dogs can be dirty. It's just what it is. So, you know, don't cry about it. But anyway, basically, freak. Hold on. But they were, like, sniffing through our shit, and, like, getting, and, like, my little cousin, he's terrified of dogs, so he's all scared and, like, about to have a fucking anxiety attack. And then these two people just come up, and they're like, oh, that's so cute, oh, you cute, you. My mom's like, no, cute, no, my fucking nephew's having a fucking panic attack, and you need to come, it's like the worst part is, it's not like the dogs were off leash, because you know what, I'm just gonna say, dogs don't know any better. Those dogs, they did not know any better. They did not know that they weren't supposed to be over there. It was totally the owner's fault. See, this is the problem, is that I Hate Dogs, they don't blame the right people. They blame the animal. Animals don't understand what's right and what's wrong. They're not like people. You know, if a dog bites a kid, it's not because they plan to bite that child and they plan to, you know, to take over the world in the name of Satan, like a lot of these idiots say. Like, yeah, people literally think that dogs are like demons in disguise. Let that sink in. I Hate Dogs and his fan base legitimately think that dogs are demon spawn. I know, it's stupider than it sounds. But no, frick. Okay, let me just get this. Sorry about that. But no, so basically, they think dogs are demon spawn in that they have full knowledge of what they're doing, and they just choose to do it because they're evil, which is completely false. Dogs do not have any recognition between right or wrong. The only reason they act scared when their owner's yelling at them because they're mad for doing something is because they recognize the tone in your voice as aggression, and that's what worries them. They don't actually know that they did a bad thing. But that's not the point. The point is that I Hate Dogs literally contradicts himself constantly. First off, says that dog lovers are stupid for comparing dogs to 2-year-old children, but will proceed to bash dogs for attacking children and say, "Oh, they knew what they were doing. Oh, that dog knew what it was doing. Oh, that dog knew it was gonna kill that child by biting its head. Oh, that dog knew this. That dog knew that." And then at the same time frame, it's like, dude, you're literally contradicting yourself. And then to top it all off, this dude will proceed to freaking so the funny thing, and this is further proof that I Hate Dogs is a dumbass who has no knowledge of the topic he even, babbles on about constantly. He calls dogs mutts. Any dog in particular. He'll call any dog breed a mutt. What's the problem with that, you ask? A mutt is a mixed breed between 2 dog breeds. You do not call a purebred dog a mutt. It's pretty simple. You would not call a purebred dog a mutt. You would call a mixed breed dog a mutt. He thinks that mutt is some sort of insulting term for a dog, and it isn't, because it's a terminology, and even he doesn't know that. It really shows you just how little knowledge this dude actually has. Just how little research he really does. You can tell just by the premise of his videos. He does a 20-minute search on Google, and he probably finds 3 or 4 articles that he disagrees with, and just talks shit about them for 30 minutes, all while referencing some vague, inaccurate site, cherry-picked and made by a dog hater. Not a person who probably spent a lot of time around canines, studying their psychology. Nope, just some random dog hater living in his mama's basement. That really shows you just how desperate this dude is to look right. That he literally thinks that we're not going to go and try to investigate. He literally thinks that we're just going to go along with him just because he has a single internet article. They teach you in school, dude. They teach you in school, never just believe the first article you see on the internet, because most of the time, it's fake, baby. But anyway, oh shit. Ooh, we survived that one. Why did I ride into lava? 'Cause I can. But no, this, I said I wasn't gonna come back to this, but I just had to, because honestly, I want to roast this dude. Okay, so first of all, he made a video talking about how Muslims hate dogs. Oh wait, let me clarify something, buddy. That you made several wrongs just there. If we were playing 2 truths and a lie, and you were to say Muslims hate dogs and 2 other shits, I would immediately say that the Muslims hate dogs is the lie. We don't hate them. We're just prohibited from keeping them in our homes because they are dirty. And I will admit this right now, I'm not going to alter my religion or any of its teachings to make anyone happy. So if you're offended by that, be offended, but don't talk shit about it. I don't make the rules. But anyway, it's my way of life. I choose to follow it. So if you don't like it, just leave. That's all. No one's sitting you in a chair and forcing you to watch my videos. Or video, because, I haven't made multiple uploads. But anyway, but no, in the video, this dumbass basically makes it out that, first of all, several problems. he basically, like, Muslims who were, helping dogs, like feeding them, helping them drink. He shamed those Muslim men and women because he said that that because we're Muslim, we're not supposed to help dogs. First of all, you're not Muslim, bitch. Who the fuck are you to fucking say that because we're Muslim, we can't help an animal that's starving and fucking thirsty? If you were starving and thirsty, and a dog who had a human conscience saw you there, you'd want that fucking dog to help you, wouldn't you? You would. If you do not know how painful it is to go into starvation. Starvation's painful. Starvation is something no human or animal should ever have to suffer. So before you go and run your flaps about how you wouldn't help any starving dog or cat in need, you need to think that if you were in that situation, you would want to be helped. But anyway, he was talking shit about these Muslims too, like saying, "Oh, you're not real Muslims. Stop adopting Western ideologies." Excuse me, but Muslims were being kind to animals like dogs before America was even fucking founded. So don't try to say that we're just adopting Western ideologies. No, Muslims adopting Western ideologies would be shit like, wearing makeup, doing spray tans, not wearing hijabs, listening to Western music. That would be adopting Western ideologies. It's a Western ideology isn't helping a starving and dying animal. And yes, trigger warning, I hate dogs fan, dogs are indeed animals. Just because they're mutants, just because they're domesticated, doesn't mean they're not animals. Human beings are mutants. We mutated, even if we didn't evolve from apes, because I don't believe that shit for a second. We still mutated. We've still undergone mutations as a species. You think we just remain the same, like, for the centuries we've been here? No, we've changed. But no, like, newsflash, I hate dogs. Just because something is quote unquote mutant doesn't mean it's unnatural or deserves to be eliminated. He also claims that dog feces has a mind-controlling virus, and that's why dog owners are so obsessed with their dogs. First of all, you're referring to cats, my dude. Cats are the ones that are more likely to carry that. And I'm not saying that dogs can't. They can, but it's just that cats are the ones that are more likely to carry said virus. This dude also said that it's exclusively dog feces that contaminates human water supply. I'm sure any poop would contaminate water. It's poop, dude. There's no animal that exclusively has worse poop. Maybe herbivores, like, maybe because they only eat, like, plants and shit, but poop is poop, dude. It's gonna be nasty. It's like, would you put a piece of human shit in your glass of water and be like, this is safe to drink? No. Poop is poop, dude. But anyway, so basically, like, this dude's entire channel is a joke. That meme where it's like, oh, no bitches? Oh, you don't got no bitches. He's the literal definition of it. Because there's no way this dude has all this time to exclusively make videos talking about how much he hates the fucking chihuahua next door. It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's like I hate dogs. If you ever see this, please get some bitches. Get some bitches. Get you a wife, get you a daughter, get you a couple of kids, calm that testosterone down, because I know you're probably just mad because you ain't got nobody. Or you know what? Maybe he's mad because something happened to him involving a dog. Or something. Like, maybe he caught his ex-girlfriend, like, screwing with her Malamute or something. I don't know. I don't know. Because, that's another thing. He likes to him and his fanbase like to point the zoo file they like to sling the Z word around quite a bit. It's like, they're like, oh, zoophile, oh, you're a zoophile, oh, you're a zoophile. Or no, they call it dog fucker. Like, I remember, I used to agree with I hate dogs for a long time, but the minute I started disagreeing with him and kind of like being like, okay, this is bullshit, then that's when everybody was like, oh, dog fucker, are you home dog? And it's like, dude, it's like those people switch up on you so fast you think they're schizophrenic. But anyway, so no, this has been the video. I hate dogs. Get a fucking life, man. You know, like, if you, like, seriously, man, like, how does anybody have enough time on their hands that they could just sit there all day talking about what they hate? You know what? Get a life. Get some fucking help. And I hate dog fan base, you need help too, because there's no way any mentally normal human being would just go around talking about how they want to put puppies in a fucking wood chipper. Sorry, but you're not normal. Phobima out. Phobima out.